Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, the incoming flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party, Wono Edikan Atenase Ewaha, and then of course the next president of the Republic of Ghana in 2029, Ghana nyina bebo se isan se yebesan so enya independence kese pa. Openi no Atenase ya yene no ebedi enkuta ho. Wo a wo hwe yen etie yen so no oka ho ane ye ba bedi enkomoyi. Ye fra me Mr. Enkom. Abusua kame ho na afa ye ndi enkomoyi e wo sinipe dwumadie so. De di kan ye bedi kan akọ niema hoduom ekwan ya wo fa so isan se ye se ansa na behunu se niema bi aye bibi no na bibi e hyase emre bi na ohe Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong Ghana ha obia enim no efie bia enim no uboni din wo babia obia enim no or very very popular the whole Ghana metima ka said the most popular politician in the whole Ghana Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong ono ane ye ne na sinkonwa ye ba bedi nkomo ewa ha Honorable akwaba.
Thank you.
Na bibia boko de
nyame
Honorable ha de oba ahu mimi die ni ati oso de na wo hoi
are ye puto
we no ene ye di chia ewa ha nti wo fa na me nsuma fa na ye de apem animu ye nchi ya eno no eti
ase chese
oh ase chese ye hia ye hia so de na chese sunsum na hia ye sunsum hia ade baako ene ye be ye no su gina ma number 1
maintain opinion semba
Honorable the kan ma yenhwe so far uguso a wo ba pro woni party ma kasa okọ oba o hwese dia ekeka ekoyi a dia na obetimi aka minim se wonam nyina so do ani hwe Ghana o scan through enema wo betimi abeya abo men ene ade so far enema te say
campaign so far so good but Sir John may he so rest in peace or see fear delegates send ya kwa ebe badge so ye no abanu dru wa omumpe wo dia forget it enunti o ma uchimu nya ode because why adwumaden kusi se wasem no ana o vision how can you remember to mutri but ye kodia in fact me wo asiyo I got a call from Obi from a throne or catch him so Edra mpemfo bi ba wo mo na omo crowd mo free on omo crowd o nya na anti-media omo message no am to just before
our northern region
yeah
okay
you were specific China paga sisia me for sorry
okay
no catch him so message no ni enuama no am pese me yende se say de omo agi atu
tina chese enduaba na wodua na Nyankopon atonsupa eguso ye adwuma ba
papa
all right dedi kan ma yenko back to days ewo asen dompem abofra kuma ya wo maame ene o papa awo aba asase so o se o papa edi kofi nti wa hia kofi de se wa hia o papa na o hye wa brabo ase akola ketwa wadwene ba so da se ubenyini abeduru sampempen so we
media na mani na bia but me nyini ni mom na me papa ka chem say you want me around President Kennedy and I order me to President Kennedy na papa no na ni je do just about the Jose I'm saying no send in the books okay and now subscribe but me ankasa de na I'm in pep politics na ankasa until say we free America by maybe who say me fee me call me crew me pem crew ba me call me crew na amanfo betwam wo hia na obia e pre bibi no na biza no ze me den na metimi aboa obia ti politics no crowd e hodie ma dwene amaso na be call back to America the boss anam nani yajuma ono na 1991 almost started Dankwa Buzia, Ewo, New York, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Now, Okobia, no Nemeko. That is our politician.
There was a time we can say we share former flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party in the person of Professor Albert Dubois. Na mushia na mudi nkomo nipa maboaboa mu akohia no ochia we ya say oh me beye mampani a mema opposition we mehia we a mema we e na ohwe wani no ka kire say you be a very successful businessman sabre no betima ka say e enkom hye no hye
mamchiro and yes sir ohie nipa.
Okay.
1992 we were so sure with the euphoria in what town say party politics cause without dictatorship and all those things. See, Professor Dubois was so sure. So be winning. Enti a confie me, Dr. Preku, and a lawyer Asidu, the boss.
Okay.
Nanzen from 2 years ago. And a call fee airport. A rock nano was share. Oh, moi. So when we be say. Now no or tap on me say you're gonna be a good businessman. Ntinya say bia o hyehyia nkofo anoka. Yemi form me Dr. Preku lawyer Kojo from Asiedu and now Professor Dubois. And
indeed you have also become
initially
and then
initially I was offended.
Okay.
So with all the help I gave him, let me expect he said Obekaso, young man, obey deputy minister be there. But men on near who not me who sakura of himself. Say you're gonna be a good businessman. And in fact, to tell you the truth, and when the man decided to go university, when I'm visual, ABA, man go university in T, me SS former, in T no case me businessman. I go university in the Grand Museum, Sikeni, I mean, I'm going to Juma, in Yamisika. T, that is how it all started.
Now, why ye Juma, Emma Nyamia Wadom? Ugusu a unyini ukọ nim sikasem obiebie nyuma kakra ene ade e na ka say sese baby adri let me go into mainstream politics awunya gidie kra o MPP party mo e na motivate you.
Well, I've been a member of parliament for 24 years. Timini problems a woman, advantages a woman. Timisha Onimo ene obi wo TV so de da no adenti no wanka ade a obetime de eburu aye ana we aye biso no wanka sese oye minister no utu omufu anu omufu ana. You see, if one question no they say no obi si first year no man one question o ka bibia yem family o dia say and na menye minister crown mako cabinet crowd to make a point. I only meet my friends who are ministers and talk to them what we can do, but nobody pays me any mind. So at a point I decided, I said, look, say Ghana be ye dia and iswade hu no me woro this a mere kasa me lead country na sabi enipa ye wo ha na ye wo parliament the bia betisa ya approve loan. The only time sika e wo Ghana ha taxes e workers kakrano e adwuma ena port maybe you carefully koko no wombe tombe wiekra ye de kakra already become ko haji o dia say
yeah
o hwe exporter negligible compared to the imports into the country. So I just decided, I said, no, I'm going to contest, win the election, and change this country by especially two things that I'll do: tourism and agro-processing. Now, agro-processing, before you do that, you need a large-scale mechanized farms. What do you say?
Exactly.
Ghana, I'll give you one example. I bought a land at Adidomi, with the ethanol plant, and about Kunso Adakuru, 30,000 acres, 30,000 acres. Adakuru, 30,000. Adidomi, 30,000. I'll come to Sege. Now, your name partners, those who are willing to partner, who share my vision. As some of them say, Ghana, a bro, ne boarding. In Tienkoto bro, in free Brazil, in Porto Mrau.
Hey.
Now, still, it will be cheaper than Ghana, a bro.
Say a bruna mo beto wo Ghana.
Yes.
Ede aye mo ede feedi mo plant no. Mo to Ghana ha ne boy dey.
Yeah.
Dan say mo bekra.
Yes.
Ede abaha no.
Yes.
Wow.
And the reason is simple.
And say
Me call Northy. I see sir a minimum attempt to have big farms and everything. But we have yield no a it may slow down. A share a bruno, the yield, they will not maximize any,
Send your Bruno Ebono.
Right. That is why I used the word mechanized.
Okay.
Let me give you one example on Sanya to us. Sege. And also, many investors could share. We agree, say, you better tomatoes. Because Uko, Dubai, port free zones wa nyoma akwano export ba se o import eba Dubai ho from African countries, Senegal, Gambia, Cote d'Ivoire, and Guinea tomatoes. Or say or call first to Senegal. Na ekuafo 1 hectare of tomato farms now omunya 15 tons. Or no, with new technology, on I'm going to Sege, tomatoes. New technology. 1 hectare be at only 70 tons.
Wow.
Per hectare. Yeah. So now, cost of production, obi at 1 hectare, only 15 tons. Now obi at 1 hectare. Onya 70 tons. Why? Ena obetimi a ton ni nyoma cheaper. Obese enye sika still.
Nya onya 70 tons.
Exactly. Ti Ghana ebro efuomu susa. Technology no agrarian style of farming. Enti e ma bro nkura mbo kese enye sika wo. Odiase enti Ghana bro $250 per ton. Ghana phone say ne bofu. But say o person we ethanol now we competing with Brazil. Brazil is leading maize productions
in the whole world.
Yeah.
Wow.
So omo ethanol, a ton of ethanol is $700. But so when you see Ghana a brono acetesa, a ton will be 920.
On about India.
The cost of production, a bro boarding. What do you say? NT, make out you say no. Sir, many per president Eddie. Me reason back on youth unemployment.
Yes.
Ni be create a nyuma ama meme mrante ni mabao. Now say meme nko kra a bro. No. Whatever it takes for me to produce or grow corn and get a yield that $150 per ton, I'm going to do it. Now listen. Also, if you are able to save $100 per ton on the maize, you know. Or the you put me a brew, not cost you $150 per ton. In 2 years, $100 million investment, you know, Metica.
Wow.
Ethanol, yes. Now, I like such challenges. Say, Ofu say Ghana in Tiniye, the culture of there home, a culture of Brazil, a quite be a mufaso may I'll do same and beat the cost down.
Honorable, a choir Brazil for Faso, I am more
of course.
Obey your Ghana,
of course,
obey your Mampenia.
Yes. No, this one I have started already.
Just a wash us here.
My design no be beer.
Wow.
Baby, a delay any rounds ya miko. I guess I can start.
Tinache said before say
you see,
mommy
opportunity. It looks as if say it come across the president and a BBR minimum. Mommy explain more. Bemitia CCCA. Nyamana no kanyina. And say me dawa sorry, I made Ghanaian for plans a look. Ethanol. Now let me go into coconut plantation. Ewo. Ochreku. Omama 15,000 acres.
Gomo
Ochreku. 15,000 acres. Baby, yeah, pharmaceutical. And we're only 100 acres. 15,000 acres. No. But this is a Kube.
Coconut plantation.
Yes, 15,000 acres straight. Nefi, Miankasa, and one. Sugar, flour, everything. We'll get different factories in there. That's how we have to challenge ourselves. And me dawsa no pa human and me planning na ideas never. Inti mi amene wo kan. Ebi ya wa must start that. What do I say? Ethanol no adakulu asase no. Me kona na hu se ekwan no se omo bank no etimi boye pa. Let's say the soil is good for ti ye de adakulu ho no ebeye cassava. Me de adidomi aye maize. Not ye the intrigue you say. Cassava no yield no starch near a dorsal chain maize.
Okay.
But it takes about 8 months to get a good day from cassava. So 8 months, you know, dear brozua 2 seasons. No what? So, I don't think I mean a bear bunching kwa we are brew, but you get more yield from cassava than especially when you are doing starch.
Okay.
But you're afraid to be wet processing. And you want dry processing. Wet processing, you know, byproducts now being a bromo, a dose which dry. Dry, no, one. Oye ethanol no. Ya benyano, ubenya poultry feeds a free. And na omo CO2. CO2 no gas. And no na Coca-Cola for beer utusoje pow. Yeah, but the quantity of CO2 I been I say Ghana or my check it. I mean they do detail work. Who be do hono no crowd profile who you are. Country no ade am person o ma check bibia e dey compare we say. I say we'll get about 50,000 tons CO2 a year. But Ghana and consume that quantity. Enti se wo ton CO2 nso $200 but ubenya 230 namza ebegu asade we still have to take a shot and sell it at $200 more exporter the only a year ubenya 30 namza it's still better than none say the ebegu abese
eden ya ubenya kakraba because Ghana mebunu ene mrante maba we benya adwuma ye you think so you have to do that now honorable ansana ye beto akoso na fe yakọ other products no so na ye di ho enkomo no ade ba ku bi hwehwe nkofo aso se you are talking about say ye momodin se betimi aye nneama wa ha ye be nneama wa ne enso ya export amanfo nse mo mbusa ne say what about omo a import no plans be na wo between the two kwan be na be fa so be manage ni me no
you see obi import wa there na me ka say me ban me a ofi say masel na adwuma no I'm making it easier for you. One,
okay.
Mayor Young, my Amin Sangari shop a factory bio Cape Coast, fact, just opposite Kevas. Amin Sangari soap. Your friend crying, Ekoto Amin Sangari soap from Cape Coast. And you have a tongue, a Wokanshi fire service side. I wholesale. So let's say we are producing rice. And then when you Indian Irigaza, no so over 300 bucks or 100,000 bucks of rice imported. Meanwhile, you call baby on board is a China Paga. Here come filling stations and rice. Oma paki, looking for buyers. One side there is a Ohene bi eba me nchen o yendi hotel room on me debate 2 hours no catch him say he shares my vision now on me ka say last year rice odoye no eguha onya bias yes and this year the enso abekam meanwhile as that me nyonko over rice 100,000 bucks or ton now assuming I stop the Indian from importing.
Yeah.
He now goes to China Paga, Tamale, Fimusi area, and buy the rice. Bring it to Accra to come and sell. Me say what you ma. So do obi our panic say we are importer. I'm making it easier for you because wahala will go through. Ewo habo no mo twefam ne ya chi wo mu ade bia ma chiche custom vuagum ani say one o hwe nipa no e ma ne tua duty na wo se makobbo barrier ewo Kumasi junction ho baabi oduru anu asa akire no aginisika who allowed a nyoma to travel that far
from the same port.
Good. If he shows his document, say what your duty, who officer when assign, yeah, who under cut for government to lose money. I will set the trader free and punish you, the custom officer, because they let them go through frustrations. What you are saying? Me a businessman to be minimum. Make me a Cassandra chro, but I am at this time, Monsieur Onye, but Enuna essay Ghana. Kasa custom officer be a Jubi am Kotoy. Otumi Kachre, Aquani Jessica was unfurnished man because time no or share in your man so amana yina untiadaka and we under invoice a man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Custom officer.
Yes.
In Ghana.
Yes.
Hey. Eti sir.
Enti emano and traders no. I'm rather saving them this wahala. Instead of you see how they lose money. They should rather praise me. Instead of say omo fear. One. Now Mrs. $1. Yeah, Tamale, this is $1, 11.95, and then my sister $12, 12.3.
Akosro.
Yes, Akosro me mageni. Omuna okotomi man will lose you. But the local production price is constant.
Just a debit.
No fluctuation.
What me plan usika.
Exactly.
The same na me dey for.
Exactly. They got more from BC. A truckload of rice. Ebe cost me say transport to be say. Ebi okra ofa call na ufre. We a bank transaction. They send the truck to your warehouse. Do you prefer that or uba kremyoma na beba port na chese omu ko up and down? Na I am shisho kotina custom office when I go strike it deal. When we are producing rice from Fimbisi, Chana Paga, Tamale, maybe I will cut rice. You only make the order and they bring it to you. Okay, say, because I'm a barney a year, Omontiasi. Now, the young 50 kilos of rice imported is 720. Today, 50 kilos of Ghana rice is 650.
That is a Ghana, they know form.
Exactly. A difference of 70 cedis. Now, in economics, what we say is two things. If you want to satisfy your citizens, you should make sure supply and demand meet at a point where we call equilibrium point. What do you say? That is for domestic. When you want to do export of a tawia, if your supply should exceed demand, meaning you can satisfy the demand locally and have excess, and the excess will be exported.
Okay. Now, chese adia na wo ye no, you betimi aye e ma na dose more. Na fe omo ehie bi e wo ye man mu no. Yetimi asset wo mo ye wi ansa na de aka no. Na fe ye de kwa amano na ekoton.
Look, let me tell you. Ewi ase. Ekubaba baby kubaba na hardships. The first determinant of hardships is aduane. So ushe the bia metisi en ho na mehwe America. Kosuya boya dia president no wo trouble.
Kosuya.
Yes. Kosuya. Omudi kosuya che aduane bia. In the America for co shop, one funny idea no way say COVID time. Say aduane gu shop near kase mo bia MP ni yina. Omkwa no mato aduane ni yina. No maja bi light yam fan say insu ato wa ha na dum light ni yina na. He doesn't care about the light. He cares about the food first.
Because bone in the pan.
Right. And Tina, America, Europe, the beer biania food. Because the biani di agura, ubaya so unpopular. Next time, umbetu. So, what is different from America, Europe, China, and Ghana? We are the same. Yes. The only problem we have, why Ghanaians need a businessman to address them, they say, without due respect to presidents, most of them are in business. To only the hardships Ghanaian businesses and traders go through. Good. One, cost of borrowing. Very, very expensive. Two, electricity costs. Same human being and Ghana for and competing globally with our products. Honestly speaking, in your CCA baby, you know, say they can never export it. And now, target so it will be limited to people who can afford, not everybody. But who your business are? You should have a wide range of customers. And about aduane dia, it should be affordable to the ordinary man on the street. There's a young man here, good. This product. Whey is imported. Corn grits, hot cereal. Okay?
Yeah.
This, look at it. Made in Ghana. But this is more expensive than the imported one.
Ni aye wo Ghana ha mbo no e de chain ni aye
30 cities. Now, parents are Obaba beto we 30 cities. Obako akoto ayi akoye koko.
Simple.
He has to cut costs, manage his scarce resources. What you say? So what I told them is, the package is nice, but he needs to go large scale so that he can reduce the cost of production and also reduce the prices. And yes, sir, the package is nice, but nipa bebre ento because 30 cities for the way when I have a substitute ni say ade a waye ne nice metini akọ nika so mayam ebro neba be kanse koko
yeah o fa kire ya hausa koko ne bo ahi
enti o de millet beye o de ebro beye nti e basa no a ye nto ne ye
nti nipa bi sei no kwan be na do
o so e na me ka bibi say Asia model or Asia miracle.
And they say,
when you see people with potential like this and they have problems, when they engage a woman, now I'm a friend, you know, they engage a woman and him say, is some machines over there. You see, you need a machine, a bet me year way about 2,000 or 2,005 an hour before you can match this company. But they don't have that kind of machine.
Capacity in ho.
Right. Because of security. So when you identify young men like this and you know their problems, then you put in the capital for them. What do you say? They buy equipment. Government will become a shareholder of the business until he pays off the loan. That is the Asia model.
Chese obemanu sika ebema na tini aye production bi eseso oye. No watua ne kakra.
Mami chiro.
Eno say.
Na obi chiro mi ona mfamiri na na kan say professor bi argument ni. Mami chiro. Se wo wadwini say wo de sika bia no opehu bia didi opehu mfaso a you can never develop this economy. Because one, a brono a phone, our Brazil, they subsidize their farmers. They know the importance of food, so government puts in money. Okay, enti say ye pese ye reduce import of food. According to Ayarga, we import between 4 billion to 4.5 billion. Now, let me catch your cross a book, but it be a year. I know, sir, fish, you import $450 million, sugar, $700 million, rice, $500 million, flour, $350 million. What are the 4 items in one? Almost 1.6 billion.
Sanyama we say import here.
Simple. Go to Upper East, FKK, as I see it, Daho, Fimbisi area. They try, but if they go mechanized with new technologies in agriculture, they will get a lot of yield. A bit maximize it, or profit in here. What you say? One. What we have to do is the government has to come in to make sure, say, rice locally being so 50 kilos, you know, should be 450. Make ready market for the farmers. First, now make a kamagri and then the audio. I simply don't get it, say. Local farmers were now 1 year ni womo rice yento papa bi abeche me bro 1,000 bucks womo nyato fonti o de bro na abeche kumasi oh yeah ohene bi o de abeche say me pa me ntong opese ode boa me campaign e so sad meanwhile what's buffer stock na buffer stock ekra sardine ekra emu ekra milk ekra whey yo kube milk ya yere kube ebu yebesa atrem. We are going to go minimum about 500,000 acres. All the assemblies, you are going to plant coconut or yam or maize or cassava. She said, the beer and this is India. Yes. Now, we now, you bet me the Kube I milk near cotton milk. You import near the students. Now, you import and they are bread students, and they are course schools. Not Ghana farmers, no. What kind of country is this? And so, a buying said, yes, we cannot do away with subsidy. And yes, sir, compare the $4.5 billion. Not Ghana for assistance. If we have that amount of money here, you know how your economy will change. It will stabilize. It will stabilize your currency and give value to you.
Obebu say mostly yani title say aban boa kliafo oboa de tonfo oboa we mu na sika no say be san ba back biem no ana ebetimi akoye de sese kwakoye no eno na ya asem no kwan be na obetimi afa so am de so ye
ewi ase young man abia din wo wiase pa ni se ubenya sika e dia ye adwuma enti se obi ma sika se fa kwa ye adwuma na wo kodidia Asia miracle no what they did was that so when you ma sika e ba it is a mranti machine and o mupe wa kasa chire ba bia machines ubenya dia ye adwuma. The government will import the machines without giving you the money straight to the company. But it's in your name. You are dealing with the company. Okay, say we are 3 months, you just can have 3 months, machines, 3 months, 1 week. Government officials will be there to inspect, say the machines have arrived and we are fixing. Oh, in my first excuse. So how many months now we expect to say 2 months. 2 months, 1 week, they will be there to check. No third excuse. Maya, they take the uniform from you and give it to another person.
Yeah, why are you ready?
Yes. Enti me a man me no muka. Say me the member of this year free. Fakoye adwuma. Na mumtua. Na wudi dia mechi watu.
Ona bo ano nyehye.
You see, utwi ya wuka wa hai. Enu nti ne ho ntore wo Ghana no. Wobetumi akọ abochire ne ama osika se fa ye adwuma na obaga jemza anu o hye se na ntua ne ya chime. Why na kachiro? Why na kachiro za? You have to pay. Now utwia good. Utwia any amount more. Now the American is still going on. Chinese policy, and he said they are now giving Chinese people money, free interest to come to Africa and develop and establish businesses. Yes. 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 Many Chinese near Yamano $20 million. Exactly. So we have to be bold as a nation. But another catch of your question is politics. You see, all this Ghanaian man, and I'm saying Ohene Agyapong, me a politician, this Ghanaian who are buying sika, no way. Me no one who say a buying sika, ye ni. Ye the bomb this year as was sing am why you do. But let me also tell you the gospel truth. You hear me talking about foreigners taking over our in a country economy. I don't hate anybody. I have a lot of them as friends. But I'll give them credit. For Lebanese ni jina ha, India ni jina ha, for Ghana for me ni jina ha. Ma will be $50,000 or $500,000. So mfankwa yejuma. Lebanese ni din die be yejuma, abetua interest no. India ni din die be yejuma. Ghana ni je $500,000 okotoka first. Otobia manayere. Papa bi hotel omo mani $3 million World Bank loan. Menchire wa haya. Hotel no egu because oje $3 million oto Mercedes Benz miensa. Ne die baako, ne yere die baako, ne ba die baako.
Aban sekentia.
Dabi World Bank loan omo de ma. Ene anwene ne se esi ho. Menchiro first na nka mechiro. They say menchiro. From says suban na e wo Ghana for mu. Eno nsunti na ama foreigners have taken over our country. The good thing about foreigners is that oma bie ye ni se Ghana ohie ni hasika wa ha because onu tumi ekobo bisia free ni kurom e de beye adwuma wa ha enye sika. Enu che se Ghana hasika wa ha.
What the can asem bi se Ghana ha no ye nye po ne mom ase ye leadership no e na ye po. Eno no sa asem no chirim say.
Yeah. Leadership ye po ni say. You need obia oche business asia. Onim problems a ewo Ghana businesses more enunti emma businesses enkoso. Ma one typical example. Onsi Development Bank. Me, I'm against that development bank.
Yeah, the what development?
Good. That is the more reason here me against it. Ukoji sika $800 million. Maba establish a bank. Some more businesses. You know what they did? Lazy approach. They thought by giving the money to commercial banks as a loan, no one disbursing my businesses. A defeatist approach complete. Now, as a government bank, development bank, and your main aim or purpose of establishing that bank is to help entrepreneurs and the businesses. Now, more establish a bank ni wiya. Mo disikano akoma commercial bank, Fidelity, commercial bank, one all the commercial banks at 18%.
Hey.
Yeah. How are you going to help it? Now, the commercial banks will have to disburse this money at a cost to the consumer. Okay? To ensure, say, 18% no the amount, he has to increase it up to about 25. Now, 25% interest on a loan. How can a business survive or compete? They say, me plastics, we India for me yebi. Assuming I don't have my capital. Now India ni ko bobisia 5%. Now me ma ko bobisia 25%. He will knock me out of business. Yeah, because the cost of production of the Indian with the loan of 5% is far cheaper than maybe the 25%.
Now, honorable, Argentina Development Bank, no, Argentina was a coffee biso.
Sentina make just a defeatist approach, lazy approach. When Omzo school, you know, let me give at a cost to the consumer. Okay, to ensure say 18% no the amount, he has to increase it up to about 25. Now 25% interest on a loan. How can a business survive or compete? They say me plastics we India for me yebi. Assuming I don't have my capital. na India ni ko bobisia 5%. Na me ma ko bobisia 25%. He will knock me out of business. Yeah, because the cost of production of the Indian with the loan of 5% is far cheaper than maybe the 25%.
Now, honorable, Argentina Development Bank, no, Argentina was a decofo biso. Amako.
Argentina make just a defeatist approach, lazy approach. When omzo oma school, you know, let me give you one funny. We call birthday party be pram. Now here come business near here. There's one fine guy. He argues very well, articulate his views, nice. Here Kasa no so call Harvard, and we see a board member a development bank. Now what? I'm sitting here. And one I'm sitting here. Na meneno. The church and I'm saying one Kasa we crashing me. Oko Harvard. Is that how they operate in America? Tell me. The name argument now wouldn't finally what he said was that in fact there's a woman on their board who argues the same way like I did to him. Says they say Wakowa or one person. Na nipa na woman government na establish a bank. One is to make money from businesses, not to promote businesses. Yeah.
Yes.
But onimsa o promote businesses no. Taxes kwano ebe mawo onya investment in the back. So,
yeah.
And electricity cost. Me lose 2 businesses because of electricity.
Hey.
Yeah. Ghana, omu charge micro steel plant, omu kra 16 cents per kilowatt hour. Hey. And the crowd me go to 15 cents. My brother. Cote d'Ivoire is 80 cents per kilowatt hour. Omu ba check here you know. Electricity they've gone to Cote d'Ivoire. I've lost the business. So, as a businessman, I know the challenges Ghanaians are going through. And I know, sir, if I'm able to solve that problem, and are those problems now, and the Ghana economy are picking. That is why I've decided to contest and domesticate everything we eat. At least everything we eat, we domesticate it. Then, the second phase of my, technology, engineering and technology. We build our own drones and everything. So we call Madagascar more drones, display farms, so any. What are we doing?
Say, opposite you build your drones, instead of say,
of course.
Yam build the waha.
Of course. Of course. Why not? Look, Dr. Mensah, Atlanta, space, or a disco guy, or 7 patents. Oba Ghana, I'm frustrating, sir. And we, or head of NASA, space, Dr. Mensah, Google, fiber optic, 7 patents. Anyway, as a Ghanaian. If you like, go to America and see young men. And right now, my name is bad girl, Madam Second Born, or no finance. But we'll see apartment, building or team, the next door, Ghanaian, or you more Microsoft, or you more Ofie.
Wow.
Or Bao. And what they are doing over there. Oko Seattle, Washington. Oko Missouri. St. Louis. Oba, New York. It's just Ghanaians are now everywhere in IT. Why they just see it? But we need to appreciate them. The problem we have in this country is that and painful makes it uncomfortable for the youth to grow. now Mukasa, they all made a move in Ghana here. And unfrustrated, they left. And they are doing marvelously well. Obi Ohana Onye Juma and Okoye IT and go and see their homes. We have to bring these young men back. When we catch there, St. Louis Vono at Webster University said, after everything, we're going to go into IT. It is for March, I'll put in $5 million. Let's start something here.
From March?
Yeah. And yes, I'm a president in go. Me, assembly am a councillor. Now, and yet, Wayna, taking me time. And can you man able bossing baby must start it at that? Look, they were partner India near or person building ships in Ghana. We cited Takrady. On ground was 50 acres. Obisa, Moba crowd, 1,000 acres crowd, Menyama. Opa Google, company, friend, Aries, ARIES, who design and build ships. He is the president of Billionaires Association in Dubai. Opa Bisa Charles Bisu. I took him to the meeting. Now, Oputu pressure. In fact, or another technology, you be students are be dropouts. Any you be studio they've come here to inspect it. I don't know if you were here.
I was here.
Yeah, we're filthy rich.
Wow.
What you say? He's begging me to sign the MOU. Me so, mommy, wait here. February, meba yes. But pushing everything to February. And yet we have a demi who pushing more. Come on, started that.
I was many honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong and Yedi Nkomo, the incoming flag bearer for the new patriotic party. Delegates Nkomo Yedi Nano Minimse Mutiebi. Nia Okan, a yenipa and ya do a mobile jumano. Enti wo share no, or say, Bomodin na choose no. Oye number 1 dada nti tim no so na ombedi animu na afei omwa ama enema empeja no mmebie nwuma ama yenyina yenye binye abusuama menkanfo CO233 Emporium Company Limited emau usikasem na enkoyie no yebeboa ema na siye afei se bia na wo efie bia opese oton ana so se efie bi o wani so opese oto a ni nyina no yebetimi agine ha o wahabi na wo hwe ya obewu se ya hyehye niam bebre ha na eniam na ya hyehye ha no ye nton na mom ye be kirekirew eniam no amo ahunu se ampa ye so ye oman a se ye boye ho so a ye betimi aye bibi amiaman no afa ne tampa afura ene da TV no so no me sure se wankasa wahu onabo dedi kan mami musa okọ
akoma commercial bank Fidelity commercial bank when all the commercial banks at 18%.
Hey.
Yeah. How are you going to help it? Now, the commercial banks will have to disburse this money at a cost to the consumer. Okay? To ensure, say, 18% no the amount, he has to increase it up to about 25%. Now, 25% interest on a loan. How can a business survive or compete? They say, me plastics, we say we. India for me yebi. Assuming I don't have my capital. Now, India ni ko bobisia. Pams no, so any ina. What are we doing?
Say, opposite a building a drones no instead of say
of course, Charles Bisu. I took him to the meeting. Now, Oputu pressure. In fact, or another technology. You be students are be dropouts. Any you be studio they've come here to inspect it. I don't know if you were here.
I was here.
Yeah. Who one in them home one were filthy rich. Am I a poor? As I my assassin one time. Ah, you beat me a didi a woman. Oko Mali, Burkina, Niger, Nomunia. Only a landlocked country. A Ponokran, Omonibi. Omodominioma Bisia. Now we Burkina. Boy, Abranti. Wakra thermal plants are. Obey you or Takoradi. From Takoradi to Wase Krupon and Yeshia. Yebisa. From Takoradi to Wase Krupon Kwemo. No more than 6 weeks. But the young man, Bibisa sent you Ombere or say, Omo ko fa Wase Krupon to baby any to a half go so Oma kofa Techiman to Chiana Paga and Burkina. Now, so from Takoradi to Wase Krupon is 6 weeks there. That's already there 7 months.
Wow.
But the young man is determined, say, no more say Obato power every Ghana. He is building his own. We met it. Say group Nibi, they will tell you. Now speed aircon. Then me akokura met me akko shaka no wako by 300 meters asaba na enko na nimbia. But still the guy is determined. So if you say you have to be determined say adie we meye na meye nso am na ebi ni mo ya enso betimi aye. I'm now example.
Okay.
Yeah. Soya beans we. We call 5 northern regions na me call be bia wo mu dua soya beans. When him say papa ya omu frɛ me Chiana Pagani na Vrongo. Omu dua meko pa. Na mka cho say ye di meko e toothpaste.
Meko.
Yes. Ye di kube ye toothpaste, ye di meko ye toothpaste.
Hey.
Yeah. Chili. Enioma meko nioma meko tumi ye no a omu nya tofo. They were India for they are looking for meko. Wait. Soya beans. Everywhere in 5 northern regions, omuye soya beans. But factory baku kure ni hwa. Ya di soya beans eye milk. Ya di soya beans eye milk. This is soya beans with chocolate. Amudi eye milk. Soya milk mixed with chocolate. Yakra we free Holland and Aba. Why? Because down na
soya bean ni bi wa ha.
Exactly. Because down na ni nyina ni say adentina there was soya beans bi wa. Na yentimi fa sa factory si bi ma. Na yen ye kokra we ediba. So when I say I'm going to ban importation of all this, you have to understand. First, for me to ban this, I have to make sure say I have all the factories in motion. Yeah, a producer. We should produce to 2 points. One, at equilibrium point where supply and demand meet at a, that's what we call equilibrium in economics. Then 2, when supply exceeds demand, we can export. We can export this. That's where we make money. So to ban this, we'll make sure say your produce ama supply and demand and you pay. Exactly. Now, onipa bia office wakra we are masene jumano. I'm rather making it easy for him or her. Because now, baby I had the factory ni besi. Or ko wa kotwa. It will not take 3 months to send your wakra na esi eposo eba. It will rather facilitate your business easier. So I'm not going to knock anybody out of business. I'm rather going to help them maximize profit. What you say?
Yeah.
So soya beans, to make it affordable, the government have to subsidize.
Me name Abrantie bi ano ye banker. Oka kire me say onya sika kakra capital e no de eye say first no import rice e de bagana. E no nya capital kakra no so ono a ebeko into production. Sisi obetimi aka de nse sinebo say oye production no o sika e chen say time ano ye importation no. So what you are saying is right.
Yeah. Such people, we have to identify them because our experience, give them big money. My interest in giving the monies to farmers and businesses, and then say, one, my main concern is employment.
Say Ghana from Babenya Juma.
Yes. Yeah, now uchi omoka kuran, uti tax. It goes to government. You save sa dollar no so a Mosesa edia koto ama a CD no aye valueless. Our CD will become stable and strong. What you say?
Yeah.
And 3, our aim will be to export to other countries who are not thinking like us in Africa here. We will penetrate the market. Another thing I want you to know. Sir, unye soya beans we. The mere fact sir, a free Ghana, abrofono monto.
Sir.
Yeah. So you know the strategy. You should have the market first. Me soya beans. I have a Chinese company where we start 2.5 million tons of soya beans.
Wow.
Me so my factory no.
Sir, what the Bekwa command or no man
factory.
Na Ghana for nya adwuma.
Yes.
Wow.
This is how I think. Make Ghana first. Baby, I'm Medri. You can't intimidate me with your wealth. It won't forget it. I want to create jobs for my youth. Look, and I may check it. Obi hard office means you had we hear umudin. And check it. Unemployment rate at 13%.
Yeah.
But out of 13%, youth are any Juma, Ghana at 32%.
Wow.
2 things come or happen. 1, a child will say Ghanaians get work late. Ebia, when we are university at the age of 23, or by hustler, ebia 30.
Benya adwuma na okeka 40.
Good. Until we labor force, it starts from 18 to 60. Okay? The labor force. If from 18 to 40, most of them etifia are serious. Very serious. So my aim is to create employment for this gap. Because young men and women in this country don't have confidence because he has no job. Onipa a onye dwuma ko nya dwuma ya manage 6 months. Don't send the groove no ababa. Yeah, that's how life is. So to create jobs, employment, reduce unemployment in this country. That is why we have to use the Asia model to promote businesses so that they can employ the youth of this country.
Okay. And soya bean nko no ebetimi aboa yen amiye nya adwuma.
Yeah, so me pen say what I will do me say I will just go large scale mechanized farm and export. But that is not enough. We have to process it here. We have to process it here.
Na yenya so yenye bidi.
Yeah.
Ne hu ne pa
and America about market.
Yeah.
That is why I keep stressing on partners. Now, when they come in here, when you have the partner or your business, maybe the product here internationally accepted, you bring him on board. He comes with certification, how to process it, qualified. What do you say? International standards. And say Oya no made in Ghana kura na company no a wode na partner no ti se niam no mo beye sege tomatoes ene adakuru eteno adidomi eteno no a international intino they accept. So to penetrate the market, initially we need to partner those who are in those businesses before.
Okay.
I guess no can you ban me now. One kasa we are the kura. It cannot meet international standards. They can block it anytime.
Okay.
So yes.
The sustainability will not be there.
Right.
So also be to me access market.
Right. And me 13-14 billionaires ni na. Now papa am no can Indian or 78 companies. Now no cry check in 82.
Wow.
He's all over the place.
Honorable yanko other product no so ye firi ho a ye beba tourists so kakra ansa na ye de yankomo no abawiye na afi yako.
Yeah, coconut. We see her ya omo ton kube.
Ye bo bi kra wani mu ha ya.
E bo bi ko. Also omo bo wi a ne hono no mato agu. But the honey sika no.
Ah, kube no hono no.
Yeah, kube ne hono fresh one ne hono. Ye de ye chako. And yes, I hear ropes and
huma any bidie.
Yes. 3. Yeah, the kubehuno dry one. Coconut husk. Yeah, the fertilizer.
Wow.
This is coconut husk fertilizer. Ghana ha yesu. And you fertilizer and we are yase and you say if we have coconut plantation all over the regions a simple thing what the machine ebe yam we muhu that's it
Juma
we Ghana cocoa board for us start a use omu nurseries ni now they use this
yakokra ya de dollars akokra
omu ye no me akra omu am contract me de ma obi wo takrade and I know ye okay. Coconut husk weigh 10 pounds $15 99 10 pounds yeah weigh kubena we are what to open and when on did you emre organic and I'm say organic bibian from until the board $15.99.
Wow.
So what you say? Ebiem kube yehu faso. Any go $15.99.
Yes.
This is coconut juice imported from Thailand. Hey. Coconut juice imported from Thailand. This is coconut toothpaste. Yeah, the Kubeye toothpaste.
Hey.
This is coconut sugar. Coconut sugar. Yeah, the Kubeye esichiri. Yeah, the kubeye is this is coconut flour. Now let me tell you, coconut flour. Ghana imports $350 million worth of wheat flour from Ukraine and Russia a year.
Ukraine, Russia, and talk on affecting.
Yeah, sugar. Ghana imports sugar from Brazil and India. Over $700 million. Okaboma $1.05 billion. But if we have about 500,000 acres, my strategy, first, all the assemblies, Sikabia common fund, we are going to use 60% to invest in agriculture. and 40% for more activities. Any assembly who does not comply with this, now better hobedi say yankwajeje tax nyem famro na anya ya, I'm sorry, we'll freeze your account and give it to
why ready.
No, you're the beko akoye farm no ankasa amwo. Now who MC and now DC you go him the word. I'll fire you right there.
They say Obama assemblies nankasa krano ako into business.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Because with the assembly to meet now MC via omunye innovative. Omu tinawa kosi se yabema common fund. How? Abra asasi daho one time. What we have to do for them is omuye seburo no mu yo sekube no mu yo. You put the factory there, a ready market to buy from the assembly. Send your debiano, ombenye sika to run a year. Yes, I also okoya so onkoye a brew. Tisenia papay, the brew yen ton wabechem $1,000.
Ohene moya we India ya on
nyatofuya. Then one yekura nenke. So I'm going to make
market sure. For every assembly.
Yes.
Now for Masan shall say go into production.
Yeah.
Now yes.
We are establishing the plant there that will process the coconut into flour. Another plant will go to another assembly processing coconut into sugar. Obi ebeye juice. Coconut juice. We spread it out. This is how we make money.
Honorable coconut and kwani nyama beye enuma
na banche we nyina coconut. We nyina coconut.
Wow.
Cream. This is milk powder. 8 million. And san ba ko am de chiro. Now oil. This is coconut oil. Here. Send it here white. Different. Coconut oil. When the country say Abranti Ghana here, we need a good leader who has that business acumen. Again, not only business. You see, in business, you have to be bold to take a risk. Anybody who does not take a risk is not going to make it. So as a nation, you have to have a bold leader who says, Adiwe, yan krebim, yan yankasi yebeyewa. Yan tumi anton wa bruchira, yebedi adi. What do you say?
Yeah.
Now, my display, Nioma kakre 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the oil can cross 7.
And you know, hacks, your friends, fertilizer and can 8.
And now, what the rope no can 9. What the charcoal can 10. Se see ya
implement at the Bema.
Yeah. Kubenkwa ade be. Ya the banchi Nioma baku 46.
Banchi.
Yeah. Ya the banchi ethanol. Ethanol na am saying be ye bi o
adakru no.
And only the alcohol no a okọ hospital a ye dey wo na moja no ba omudu fast one na stop. You can use corn ethanol, you can use cassava ethanol, you can use potato ethanol.
Nia ye ko yi ti omode fefe
yeah. We are am kind of spirit.
Ni nyina ye banche.
Yes. And a bro.
Nia ye ni me fufu konkonte.
Exactly. Gary
and open ye nim.
So the same you man nyina be kan kura 46. Ye call Thailand, e nyoma display banchi. Idea ye is some banchi idea biscuit, banchi idea tapioca. Just 32 different in a normal. The discovery in we say in 46. Now, the good thing is that I always tell Ghanaians that a bro and a banchi are more important than gold.
A brony bunch, no?
Of course.
And who here gold?
Of course.
Oh, honorable Skakoko asem na okay.
Skakoko, if you know what to do with cassava, on Ganjim says Skakoko. You see this? This is corn oil. Yedi bronze ye anwa. Yedi broye ethanol 2. Yedi broye starch 3. Yedi broye flour 4. Yedi bro eye poultry feed 5. Yedi bro eye corn flakes 6. Yedi bro eye corn frites. They say we na is here. What do you say? So many things. A bro to me nyama baku 30. And so we na yakra from Canada. Why? When I make delegates at Green Ambassador say, "Omu mami opportunity to serve this country," and this is what they will get. We are going to produce most of the things we import by ourselves.
Honorable, and you say your mouth can abate me the banchi any a bro to galamsey as if we may.
Of course, you see, me to galamsey as here. Me making sure say I've given them alternative livelihood. I engage them. I'm no muka omu tima say a juma ewo hopa a banchi indomie no we na omu di ye indomie we banchi. We banchi any iron say rice.
Ah.
Yeah, so mu hey. Ufi say rice but the cassava. When you know, what the goose you want, hot water, 5 minutes, na abing. Banchi.
Ah, when you know, a beer.
When you say the banchi malt, beer, Guinness, brew for, we start in your byproduct neighbor in Sionia, and so top. Any idea beer. Asana poultry feeds. Banchi no and insure. So what the goof akusi ya won't say ashe ewira no. Organic a year ya de be replace with this.
With this side cry sama
poison
one nyina akọ.
Say abrochire Ghana form de bayere eko nyina. Omo edruwa jisa o smuggle no man o de bayera no ma Jeffrey so yes easy because woman who say we decide no poisonous.
Oh,
I have witnessed it at New York Hans Point Ghana traders customs ajuomum asamo mo tua $5,000 transportation to go and burn the yam. Oh yeah, New York Hans Point. So the new technology, we are going to use cassava for weedicide. Makache sauti ya kurasia. Nka omu enra na mechi gari o hono. Na mechira gari nisio. Ana banchi nisio.
Baby ya no mo hye sa gari hono.
Banchi nisio no de gu hosi ya ubonse ehye ewira na wo. Cassava leaves are very very medicinal. And Central African Republic, even the Francophones, di cassava leaves.
Banchina habaino.
Yes.
Yen ya haya de ma yen nwan.
Yeah. And what the yen se kuntomre.
Duro.
Yeah. So, enti Ghana, we need businessmen. Yes, sir. And not just any businessman or kwande kotobeton kwa. Yeah. Kunkunte.
Kukunte ni na kono sa.
Yeah, mami bi o soga kope Emiadek Enterprise. Send us your package kunkunte any bayre. Say menya customers 4. And I'm of America, Ghanaian African markets. 4 of them.
Ghana ni no.
Yeah. Now no we jabba with chairman. We sure dey no catch him so niba. Ewo African market, ewo America. Oso opibi ato. and I'm the number man say on free. Yam. Oui. Yam flour. Wow. Ghana need na ye. When now you have to identify them and support them. Sanya ombetimi ati ana cost will be reduced. Ama almost ati price so. Ama omotumi aton more. We yam flour alatafo omudi pounded yam in
techima crowd ko ha di bayere fufu pa.
Yeah, pounded yam. Meanwhile, I will say my work Ghana honey say. Ghana Dambai Nkwanta North and South, Karachi East and West, in Chumuru, Nowa TSC, Bandai, Wellensi, Bimbila, Yendi, Saboba, Tatale, Gushegu. Sa areas nina Edria Bayire. Now what I saw was on my way from Yendi to Bimbila. Now who say ya packet Bayire egu awiem. Abra, we have a technology where you can store yam for 8 months. Insane.
You bet my store by 8 months.
I have that technology from Holland, long time. Kwashiga's time.
Bayre say or Ghana ha afibia
$380 million. Meanwhile, what you need are blowers. We see warehouse case here. Now the blowers now, it is air conditioning boho. But a box Tisania, by any feel it Tisania, a chef form still. To my in the levels, say, or per se, a blow co this level or the by any do or the boy. Say, baby, I will near what form saying, almost regulatory adena a boss on buffalo. That is how, look, what quabruchiri pair, potatoes. Only one season because winter won't mean we are ready. And so every day because they store potatoes for 8 months. I'm never back shop so if you say fresh. Yes. And we can store the yam. Now you release it as a when. What you say? Ebema constant or stable prices for the farmers. Yeah. You say, "Omu tugu essay ne ka omubo." This is yam chips. We Ghana for now. More Ghana for ma basu. We Ghana for ma. Amuchirenti they become creative. Now by the way no. We chef fridge mo see ya neti. Why can't we do this and store them? Near man. $380 million. The machine for this is $20,000. Yeah. 20,000. 20,000. Now you crack potato chips from a butchery and a restaurant. Home the other year. Home bar. Home the cold rooms. Send me answer. I know.
Then on my moon to me and
precisely. That is what I'm saying. When your rockets
are now so be made Juma, a man of when you're
yeah, so we are also who come as well.
Yes.
A cold, a freezy.
Come.
A freezy.
Wow.
So these are basic things. That is why I'm saying that we have to get the basics right. Nienya said the abrochire baba Ghana, abrochire baba Ghana, abrochire baba Ghana. When you don't get the basics right. So, Ghana, I'm saying that we are not poor, we are rich. This is tomato juice.
Tomatoes, yeah.
Yeah, a ton of milk. Meanwhile, 5 northern regions, the tomatoes, Guyana, Essay, Oko, Volta region, Akachi North, Agwetime, and the rest, even Eastern region, Mprayoso, Abetifi, Omunina Yewe, tomatoes, na essay, na any Accra, tomato juice. Now we are healthy. any member na yedi 40 and above no udi tomatoes a shrink o prostate when so a sichire nimuti no far better than orange juice, pineapple juice, cranberry, apple juice, and the rest. To anybody in chance are juices.
Okay.
There's not a single factory in Ghana. It me juice and a tomato paste.
It is cranny
yeah. Tomato paste. Emra is them tomatoes who say na yekra. Enti wo a fi se me se me ba ni we na me gu adwuma no wonte ase me nse wa adwuma wo me ma wa adwuma aye easy say ya the factory ni kosi north just by order me say free zones wo adwuma o order ne yakọ outside Ghana ne yawo Ghana o order na truck no e deliver
the amount
far better than say if na wo kokra nneman I will create 3 months. The cost of 4 CZ. A man who did Gabrel Brew port. No
brew.
And yasem kitu.
Honorable Wayne now woke kaka now woka now woka northern region. Yen yet say o kase.
Maybe not Minister of Agric Beko.
Yes.
Because Sasia a 5 northern regions, the whole Ghana video. Except Volta region. But Volta region and soon they say 5 northern
regions. No.
But more disadvantage. Disadvantage more a proximity to market. It should be a governmental or take bold initiative to promote it. Investment over there. Why? Anytime I met to quite aquabruchibia, me book Ghana who deuro, me marketing Ghana. Investors, we can do it here. Oh, wait, no man check it. Then they come back to me. Before I chose Volta region, but the Volta region and a northern region and a call for the ethanol. Because you know, so how many hours will you take you from Volta region to the port? You say 1 hour, 45 minutes to 2 hours. How many hours will it take you from northern region to the port? They say 12 to 14 hours. The one how much is Volta region because of the distance. So what you are saying, and because of the distance, you have to make conscious effort. Say, assassin down and go waste as it is now.
Okay.
Government policy. What you are saying?
Yeah.
You can cut it short. Because fortunately, northern regions are closer to Europe than Accra.
Okay.
So we can have cargo planes, hangars, no, storage in Kwa, and cargos, and move it. Because we call Burkina, my hotel room, me down the Everton, boom boom, boom boom. Ube fi say you and you planes are air landing and Nagoro for vegetables in a yako European market.
And they are free Burkina.
Yes, yes.
And I yen yet here.
Because I must say, Yantuma, Omomti Brofo, Beko, IMF, Akoji low. So, yeah, wait, and the Kutio, and I seminar.
Wow.
Imported from Korea. Yeah, Tamale or Barbie, or the Nkuto, and I seminar.
Wow.
Share butter, Ashiba Company Limited. Benefit. These are the people that make us they fall under the Asia miracle. So effort here we're making. The government has to come in and support it to grow the business and employ the youth. That is all I'm saying. It's not anything difficult. So and support to there, forget it.
Me hu be time I will call northern region no. Me hu say paddy rice egu ho na wo mo e say paddy rice egu ho nyina no mfidi a ye de be so ho keke kra no e de nti mo no ye ton na ho.
Yeah. Yeah, paddies. How much is share na tinti because machines in your.
Now, honorable, and near my war exhibit a tray and your crow ha, you bit my ha any idea in ano. Your woman in na.
Wait. Body, I dear porridge.
Body cocoa. Yeah,
body cocoa. Wait, Ghanaian Iba, and Oyabema, or Himalayan Lower Danger constituency. That's why you said they are all making effort, but almost finished product, no body. That's why we have to come in. Yes. Young boy back on Sobolo. But the Sobolo IET.
Ah.
Yeah. Mami back on so dearly. On also the package. So beautiful. Wait. Sobolo. They said on packaging in there. This is the tea.
Wow.
To when he lifting, there he never.
We couldn't.
This is all I'm saying. When no one else, mommy, we're a lecturer. Maybe I'm in the Bishiaka Jens, when you go concentrate you away.
Onjai.
And the children, yeah, of course. Or we bet me a juma more than at the children.
And correct.
So, there are so many things we can do as a nation, but you need a leader. Or you bold, because we have to start it. Nobia yes, you bet me. Sanya sadia, o mine. Na bisia ye bo. Ebi a ye bo bisia de kutuaka. Ye de ka ni abo bisia kutua. Neka no ye kesi. What kind of country is this? When you now be general can say, oh, say, party, oh, Cassandra.
So, all kind of credit.
Yeah. Me who tell you who Ghana ni MPP mpemphobia, because I will tell you like this. Now, mutie minswa, and can we baby every. Then the two echi.
Honorable, me a parky any sa rubber no na.
Wait, container parks. Me am a company in the produce.
Oh, really?
Yeah, me am produce. Hey, sa sacks we. Oba, why do you design bar near Chama?
Yeah, Chama. Oh, okay.
When nano, a woman in an, where mom dear, a petrochemical, you know, dear. But you bet me the kube. Anna, body, sa carpet way away. You bet me the body, aye. Body stem, aye, twat, and banana stem, aye, twat.
You chop body any free, so I listening now, yeah, twat.
Yeah, twat, yeah, the carpet way, yeah, the year way.
Wow.
It me the year fugu. A homano. So many things.
You know, just say, yeah, no,
yeah,
we see.
Wait. When you know,
body.
Yeah, body.
Wow.
Yankopon Eshira Ghana, Papa. The Bia Yesunya. Mesre delegates, Omunya Madon. No more, Yamismetina, me. My role model is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. If we are now about President Kufuor. Yeah. Now, me mini say omuma me chance. Kwame Nkrumah di 9 years the year no more year, but the 8 years be beating the record.
8 years.
Be beating Nkrumah record.
Kwame na be faso.
Very simple. First, in 100 days, I'm going to conscientize Ghanaians of their mindset. Let's love our country. We have to be patriotic. We have to be honest to ourselves. We have to be disciplined with time and everything. And if we believe in this PhD, sky is the limit. Because Ghanaians are very intelligent. We can do things. If you love your country, some people, when they get the opportunity, they amass wealth at the expense of the poor people or the country. I mean, that's all. Many young billionaire be na kasa. Problem about corruption only. Question was that who says maybe I want corruption? Corruption, but more Africans, I do business in a lot of African countries. Problem Africa for one say, Sadia tenor. Instead say obedi one, not the 9. Among state, Udi 9 and not the 1. A woman brought from corruption Udi 1, not the 9 among state.
At least why you be a more man.
Exactly. Timeno corruption mean wedibi. Mean and wedibi. Therefore, number fret the back candidates who kwa minister no more duma. Or the midin kwaya or will cry midin no also cry Mr. Jeffrey is
say or do the compare juma.
Of course, my judgment. Other or juma. And you did match you are not being said. They made me home cock ako bule ministers near. Well cry me and it didn't cry magic. I love my country. Yeah, young say na say obia who say me bakura me man a chance na wo a wo tinje there be me you adi
honorable yeah
be you wa you die gagu na chwatum
who ina di no asa ache na
yes me do batum en ti no mu mpese me ba no de ene omu nyai
ban so de obeba
yeah
ko be
ya nyen sa Ghana enkoyi.
Now, honorable, yes, sorry, so young kakakra about tourism. What the kind I can say, open say the center of the world.
Yeah.
Ghana, Hano. We see hotel.
Ghana is the center of the world. You know, we have to make noise about Ghana, talking about Ghana, promoting Ghana, marketing Ghana. Bibia Ghana is the center of the world. In Kawe, advertise so any. So I'm going to build a hotel as a landmark in the middle of the sea. Now, okay, Ghana for any ni say. Oko Dubai. You see hotel no 7-star. E won't see. Fortunately, nipa will see our hotel minimum of Jordan or Jordania. But the number Ghana happen.
What number Ghana?
Yes. Now, who is a drama no mukeke? Me did not back ya kotema. What he saw and he said, baby, nautical miles remove the any wachiri, but we'll give it as a symbol.
Okay.
What you say Ghana near the center of it. Now, baby, ubenya sa center of the world. Temaport no. A block. So, omuvuko. Echo Jehovah Witness ne maritime school where the hotel no ABC ye ba no tie office me di tro na mani mre me invite na obai na okachi am say oko Harvard na I didn't know na the classmate e wa ha
e wa Ghana ha
yeah only B5 India Nina or yes steel plant. I a friend B5, the classmate. You know.
Wow.
G menen B5. Anyone no any a call Santoku Villaggio restaurant ekodi dia e bon common se me wini ya enka ya started that.
It is on Nebaha 2023 no.
Yes. And na me wo businessmen are ready to build or partner Ghanaians to do it. Yes. I just don't talk.
Because
of course. Now a 7-star hotel. Now everything you see is gold. We took a bottle of wine $13,000.
Hey.
Yes. Now person me business may be show. When trust him, when this African knows what time it is. You see, most Africans sell themselves cheap when they see the white men. Sir, near one culture, you the num and the num. India ni no buy or a billionaire. But Oba me man a Bentley, me man Maybach, me man S-Class. I think the man Focus and a Lincoln Navigator. So I didn't know or invite me to Dubai. Because I'm not doing late. I did chain also the Rolls Royce. Abisio. Driver account throughout days na idea. Why? Because Oba no the call restaurant ko didi a no person odidi matem. Onu matem didi. Or no betuaka. How? You are in Ghana? How? No. What do you say? Me take over Ghana ni bi o ho anko fu se papa no wati se oye billionaire no enu ano no. But we are yeah, they don't get impressed with you. What do you say? Yeah, one day sa hotel home. On friends say hotel the Ocean restaurant na ko Ocean something. Yeah. I bought a bottle of wine for $13,000.
Wonderful.
One said, this is a different Ghanaian. That's why they believe me and ready to do business. Right? Back up, many call steel plant. Ekwa original no bisam so. Nti I had loan say na oji out there. I did everything all cash. I said what? Or many billionaire. Or no a billionaire. I said how? You mean you built this yourself without bank support? I said yes. I said how much shares will you give me? I want to buy shares right there. Confidence. Last week, my general manager baku friend said on team. So I can bear 6 weeks, I can bear 7 weeks that time. We are bani atnase. What do I say? Don't share new maybe why ye?
Okay.
And omo I believe in
because no money nye GDA say or the sikaba wundi ni sika.
Exactly. And they check your profile. Sanka haya maybe wa check me profile only bibia. Na questions obe putu. Udi trope ufri wa no man mark you. They are not ready to do it. Because what check you bibia. They make truth pays, honesty pays. Me seek a drani no kuredie. Emma ubia. Enna. Me arrogant, but me confident. Ghanaian businessmen be brave. Omunya partners abrofo no more chipping omu so low. Bibia say me ko ne krom. Now me ko ne krom. Ash. There be akwa ne yem small Dubai. So oba ha mu omu hihye shorts ni jeans bia omu di betwa mu ko. Hey. The confio Emirates Heights I say Emirates Hills. I say Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Na Ghana fontie ni. Sorry say brofu. President of Billionaires Association. Nifi. Ekwa omo de body ahaban. And I plate.
Body ahaban.
Yes.
Said yeah, you didn't know fool me.
Yes. Sikanini fie tonight why invite me to lunch. Me no me banana leaves or plantain leaves. And you serve what biano kakrani, they are also fish kakrani, they are also meat kakrani, vegetables. Yeah. Ghana ni obi ba na odi kontomire wo don say di kontomire kura we kurasi ni. Onunu a owo nano young man na gugu ya na 80 something. Na me because you call me office one there me 78 companies. But say see or the bi aka ho a o say 81 as 82 na ye didi wo body haba so na omo di omo nsa o say omo top star bi and we invite him ono so ba ya o serve no ho a o de nsa wow what you say asikafo do enso Ghana enko we yesa omo ntibi da.
All right.
I don't sell myself cheap to them, but I make sure say my honest and decent. Yeah, now build the confidence that
okay.
This guy Aries wanted to enter Ghanaian market or our economy, looking for a partner, a young Ghanaian, and the Debrem say the only honest businessman or trust Ohene Agyapong. Good. That day near war. UPSC. Nansaya UPSC. Me one your mommy message say, oh billionaire be say social. Hey, what name social billionaire? Okay. Now say the following day. The Koshia woman. All no me 80. The buy. I'm doing call breakfast. Ye kasa ye. Who said boy no or introduce me ma was struggling. I said omo bro no so. Ti eniyama bia wo se oye ne na wanam ka je nse. Okoje omo da cheda ho.
Okay.
Ti omo ko high in the cars trying to impress them. Now was a crash over Boca. I have the Bentley, have the Maybach, have S class, have the Lincoln. You guys come and take it. Give them drivers. And the BBI free. You know what I'm here. And more, you did what Papa no fee. You know only a trap picture. And Otsuma driver no to take us to the company headquarters. On this time, Otifie and we manage BBI. But no person a koshe edmamu. Na wokwa Ghana you waste space papa. Oh, engineers ni ITs no cubicles be a laptop. Esi on here. Na ye bedru ho no. Picture na o twa ye onifie o. Ye do na bo ni head office denim. Aries welcome Honorable Ken and Mrs. Christina Agyapong.
So try picture now or the BBS.
Oh yes. Normally a call studio. Me almost a baby hard. You know, a technology and say you be teaching people teaching you. To send your movie. You may answer movie theater. So into about me say or tell me respiratory system. I don't know the example. The upper, mid, and lower lungs. How it works. In his household.
Yeah.
And why studio. What you say, oh, chere, Tino see him for had the other first. Ghana universities. Or say, no India because say, okay, classroom, na a theater, na studio. You pay attention more than say, students in it goes away disturb where you say waha. This is a movie. It's a movie. Oh yeah, that's the system.
Wow.
I know can sit here. Also, we start with the studio. Obetime 50 an hour. Every 1 hour be a
wow.
So near my course, I really want to change Ghana if Ghanaians will give me opportunity.
Honorable, what the kind aka wonsem nyina de akere Ghana for ene omwaka nyina obia ehel na me pese wo camera nim na woni delegate edi nkomo 5 minutes na afi edi nkra wona sikwan so
yo nia mekani se delegate enya gidie wo mu se me ba enipa wo wiase a woni munyam ene wo dwuma. So oni adwuma oni animunyam e wo fie intermediate the day me nka se me mabi e fi se be fa car ne dia bane mema obi a bidie bemom ebi ma yo magi so ye be bo sikatuo na wakoto abama no Sa ideas here me wo any nyoma me wo any. It's not just in a blind man's world when one eye man is a king. Maybe all the eyes see, and I'm telling you what the two eyes are doing. Njomunya jidie wo muse me ba e de nyuma permanent jobs. Every month you see money. Cause now we are got to your idea huna any sika ye. Ye call opposition say sika woje what the we. Say ye juma and am de ma wa nkene uda ho ye juma. And the good thing is in koma ye die nyine. Businesses are American. I'm talking of private sector, not government, police, immigration, fire service. It be fine. But I want to build the private sector. Umbetimi employ Ghanaian youth especially permanently. Inti delegates, munya didie wo mu say, for the first time a businessman is also contesting. Let's give a businessman a shot and see say onu so betimi aya. Me call rounds meka. Se mentimi anya data me ye nyina 4 years muntuntia me.
Yempo ye betena ha na kan bibia.
Yeah, muntuntia me. Na so mutuma me as flag bearer, I'll beat any NDC candidate hands down.
Honorable 2024 elections, so share a year woman na. Anya de ketua wow party mu nipa 2.1 million antwaba. Ubetimi akomu nyina back.
Metimi de omu nyina back. I'm loved by Ghanaians. Now here call rounds. No we are here. Aya ye papa. Ubenye hu akatua. Na entise be a politics papa we. Politics papa we crowd here. You become an enemy to them because obi a me bua no kura oya ide bia wo hu me watch ya me so watch we ni obi it's a competition you wa won so kura na adam barandem you see
yeah
asem na me ga jiro no
matiase
so you know such a there emwa enti all I'm saying is say Ghana ebe ya. Let's vote for a man who has devoted himself to help mankind. Koye ko rounds testimony a man for ma.
Yeah.
Enwa ana enwa so bi maybe of that from say menam tua the bus school fees anya sa enka ne graduate ni fee.
Wow.
I just you call Ablekuma North abayo bi so be gina ho ebu kotodwe osi one of the girls we call for mu free Lebanon eba ye call Tom Katamanso obi mami onoso liba medical school just everywhere, and these are delegates themselves.
Okay.
All other candidates in there come on why ena mo show mu videos nhwe say obi akoba bi ema nipa bi po abegina ho e dia dance afa ne papa yo ho ana
yenya hu bi.
Yes, enti Ghana for enioma amaye wo 37 confirmation even year call rounds equal donations are making to hospitals. Candidate ben ena all kwa all green Ghana for ho ayare for say me ko numa ko che wo mu enuro yemfa mo ayi what be ben
omo de bebo siketu
right. But me me enti na Ghana for ready to vote for me.
Yeah.
Come ni say makuma mu ye. Na obi a wakuma mu ye a opese wo nu adi ye no. Oba ye omani ye en wadi ye.
All right.
Enti mesre delegates. Monya kokuduro. Sabre ehunahuna ni ho. President ni ho. Vice president ni ho. Minister ni ho. MC ni ho. Ti say obi a nyobi a. Enti montie ni Ghana for ka. Ghana ukwa sorry dem kwesiada Kennedy Agyapong oti trotrom Kennedy Agyapong oti basim Kennedy Agyapong ukwa bar boys Kennedy Agyapong ukwa saloon girls Kennedy Agyapong. Everywhere you go Ghanaians, I'm the only luckiest politician maba se me be contest Ghana fo ankasa e pa me party for chose yeslemo mumfa Kennedy Agyapong mra ne beto amam.
Okay.
And the delegates, 31st January ukwa we de nyame adom esoro men si utirasi baby abi number 1 and we have and one say the super but I believe in them. They know I stand for them. I'm with them. Intino nyame so pressure the one nyam.
All right. Ma yanna wase say o busy schedules ni nyina wutimi enya abre e de ema enti ukwe ubefa wota no na yasan de adinkra.
Sana
ai enti
we mi hu bi na de this Ken City
enti eno aye honorable Kennedy Agyapong ana yene no edi enkomo ewa ha abusuan se wo ye delegate a waka ni nyina e de akyerew se bra wo bre nyina se de be ya wo delegate onsu betimi anya adwuma ye eno antia enye bibi ano wo pe because baby a wadru sese no anka owo enough a betimi ahwe no ma se de be ya wo delegate onsu abra bo be ko yi ntia aha ne edi sinya